Hey everyone, I am back from the States, and like I said, I'm going to jump straight in with Aurora and her song Heathens, and this is the live performance on Vivo, which a lot of you suggested that I check out. I'm excited, I'm ready, I've been waiting for this, let's just do it. So, returning to my favourite, Aurora and Heathens. I am always super pumped when Aurora does brand new music and then live as well. Let's do it. There's dancers.
She bargains with the world, so everything she wants will come to her. With no greed inside her mind, she knows what she deserves.
Beautiful.
We fell from sky with grace and landed in her soft and warm embrace. She gave her love, her gift of life, so we could live with her. That is why we live like heathens, stealing from the trees of Eden, living in the arms of freedom, and everything we touch is evil. That is why we live like heathens.
Oh my god. This is ethereal everything.
The dust, the unforgiving promise made to us, unworthy of your light, your God, your touch, we're guided by the lust.
Let's go, Aurora. Let's do this.
We cry the fallen names, we cry for those you burned beneath the flame. We stand beside the good and brave, the broken and enslaved. That is why we live like heathens, stealing from the trees of Eden, living in the arms of freedom, and everything we touch is evil. That is why we live like heathens.
I love that. God, this is ethereal everything.
Everything you touch will be ours. A mother with no heart will give love.
Beautiful.
Her love is yours, but only if you give your heart to her.
Ooh. If Aurora starts dancing with him, I'm going to pass out.
That is why we live like heathens.
This is everything.
From the trees of Eden, living in the arms of freedom, and everything we touch is evil. That is why we live like heathens.
Yes. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my, wow. I have goosebumps on goosebumps. Jeez. This was just, oh, wow. I always talk about how much I love to watch Aurora move as she sings, and this was just, oh, beautiful. Just this ethereal trip through dreams and fantasy and just realms of existence. Oh my god. Wow. I just loved it so much. You know, it's quite nice in that I look back at, like, you know, the Cure for Me video, for example. They're very much upbeat, very fun. Aurora was doing that incredible iconic dance, which was just everything. And then we look at something like this, you know, just, it just, This for me, whenever I say the word ethereal and I link it to Aurora, this is what I mean. It's just beautiful. It is that drifting through a dream. It was just fantastic. Wow. I mean, I always love watching the way that Aurora moves. You know, like as a dancer, she's incredible. You know, we get like things like Apple Tree where it's like almost tribalistic in her movements. Then we get something like, as I said, Q for me, which is just really fun. Even like when I saw her do Conqueror live, and again, that was just really upbeat and Aurora having fun. And it's all great. And I love when she does this, which is when she really dips into the genre of the song and dips into the mood of the song. And that is reflected in her movements as well. She does that in all of her music, but especially here. You know, it was just beautiful where just the way she was moving, almost just like water, you know, like the ocean just washing and just, yeah, just vibing with the song. It was just so expertly done. I love when Aurora has dancers behind her, you know, not that it's needed, but when she does bring them in, it's always very much on point and very much on brand for Aurora. And that was exactly what we got here. These four dancers behind her, just moving to the rhythm with Aurora, just the beautifulness of that. It was almost like, you know, just beauty and simplicity, where they weren't doing anything extravagant, but they were just feeling the music and they were in the music as they moved. And that's very different when you see, you know, maybe like pop artists who have like, you know, synchronized dance routines, which can look amazing, don't get me wrong. It kind of goes to the rhythm of the song, that's fine. But this is you are feeling the mood and you're feeling the energy of the song, and it's very apparent here. And that's very much a thing for Aurora. This reminded me a little bit of the Queendom video. You know, she has all the female dancers in there as well. And again, they're all working beautifully together. And there's synergy with the music, you know, like they're just vibing together. It's just beautiful. And we got that here as well, which was, again, as I said, they weren't doing anything extravagant, but what they were doing, they were bringing absolutely everything to the mood and the feeling of the song. I loved it. I mean, I run out of things to say about Aurora. She's my absolute favourite. I love her to bits. And this for me was just prime examples of why Aurora is so special. We've had 3 songs off this album now. 3? I guess 4, Exist for Love as well. And everything I've heard has sounded completely different. You know, it just shows her as an artist, as a range, you know, as a talent, as a songwriter, as a musician, that she just fully understands all different genres of music and exactly how she can weave her Aurora magic through those different genres of music. And we get this here as well with Heathens, just beautifully relaxed type of melody. But then I love when Aurora does this, when she gives us a surprise in the music. You know, we got that moment when Aurora just stopped for a second, and then suddenly we got this drum beat and things just started to pick up for a second. Love that. And then Aurora vocalizing over the top of that. Give me that any day. I love it. I am here for it. Yes, 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 yes. Just, oh my god, that just invokes something in me when Aurora kind of leans into that tribalness of like her performance. It's just, oh, beautiful. I have to say the song is stunning. It has a beautiful range in Aurora's voice there. It's just, again, I mean, dreamlike, I've said it a million times, but again, it was just that dreamlike vocal, almost that inviting to listen to her. And again, we got quite a range here. We got a lot of higher range as well in that vocalizing. We got a beautiful lower range from Aurora as well, as we were kind of dripping down the notes rather than ascending in places, which was lovely. Especially at the very end there, we ended on a very kind of lower minor note there, which was beautiful. And I love when Aurora does that again. You know, she has that really power in that lower range as well as that higher range as well, which we've come to know her for. All right, so it looks like, thankfully, they're actually under this music video, so let's have a look. She bargains with the world, so everything she wants will come to her. With no greed inside her mind, she knows what she deserves. We fell from the sky with grace and landed in her soft and warm embrace. She gave her love, her gift of life, so we could live with her. That is why we live like heathens, stealing from the trees of Eden, living in the arms of freedom, and everything we touch is evil. That is why we live like heathens. The stone, the dirt, the dust, the unforgiving promise made to us, unworthy of your light, your God, your touch, we're guided by the lust. Really interesting. So a lot of imagery here of like, you know, being in the Garden of Eden and talking about kind of the Eden character here as well, like, you know, unworthy of your light, your God, your touch, we're guided by the lust. So it's almost like talking about we're guided by the sins of mankind, really. We've fallen from grace, and that is why we're heathens now, because we're guided by the wrong things in our lives, and this is what we latch on to. So again, you know, that is why we live like heathens, stealing from the trees of Eden, living in the arms of freedom, and everything we touch is evil. That is why we live like heathens. If I believe in you, the light you give, but I need free will, the part of life you can't forgive. Everything you touch will be hers. Our mother with no heart will give love. Her love is yours, but only if you give your heart to her. Wow, what fantastically poetic lyrics. Aurora just always knows how to write, for me, metaphorically intrinsically beautiful lyrics. She really does. It's always, this is what I gravitate towards in her music especially, is that there's always some type of message she wants to give. And I really, really enjoy that. It's always like another layer of enjoying music, enjoying her as a performer and as an artist, but also kind of really diving into what she's trying to say with her voice and in her music. And this is no exception. This is just, again, beautiful. She really does sometimes lie on that iconic symbology of, you know, we've got here like religion kind of dipping in a little bit there when she's talking about the Garden of Eden and, you know, the love of the mother and like her love giving her love to us, and yet she has no heart at the end. And then us kind of almost rejecting that because we're placing our interests elsewhere, which is what makes us heathens. But again, all of that wrapped up in this beautiful present of just an ethereal, dreamlike song, which is so clever. It was almost like, you know, there's lyrics there about falling from grace, and it almost feels like you're falling as you're listening to this, and kind of the wind's blasting past you, and you've got to descent down towards wherever that may be. But yes, Aurora, you just blow me away every single time. And this was just another epic anthem from this forthcoming album, which I cannot wait to get my hands on. I already have it pre-ordered, and fingers crossed, I know things are going a little bit crazy in the world right now with everything, but fingers crossed Aurora can still perform and still tour next year, because I'll get to see her in March next year. But what did you guys think of Aurora and her new song Heathens and this particular live performance on Vivo? You know what to do by now. Please leave me comments down below with your thoughts, and if you have any other suggestions by Aurora that I haven't reacted to yet, please leave those down below as well. As you know, I read every single comment, I reply to as many as I possibly can, and I always appreciate when you guys take the time to comment, so thank you so much. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please come and subscribe to the channel if you don't already, and make sure you hit that bell icon as well. It's the fastest way to get new notifications when a brand new video like this drops. All of my social media is just up here in the corner. This is my Twitter and my Instagram. Please come and give me a follow on those channels as well. If you want to jump into the Discord, I've got 2 of them. They're just down below with the links there. Feel free to jump into either one that you like. I am trying to hit 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm nearly there. Nearly there. I just need a final little push. And then I'll be hit the 30. You know, if I don't do it, that's fair enough. But it'd be really nice just to end the year by getting that 30k. And then next year, we can look on to pushing that even further. But yes, if you don't subscribe, please hit that subscribe button. It really does help, and I really, really would appreciate it. So I want to say a big thank you again to everybody who has been pushing for this, who has told me about this, who's been waiting for this. I really, really do appreciate it. And I cannot wait for more Aurora in my life, as always. But until next time, take care. Somebody says you've got a new friend. Does he love you better than I can? It's a big black sky over my town. I know where you're at, I bet she's around. Yeah, I know it's stupid, but I just gotta see it for myself. I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her. Oh, I'm right over here. Why can't you see me? Oh, I'm giving it my all. I'm not the guy you're taking home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my own.